Hey y'all, this is Ken here. So we're going to talk about an interesting subject, at least interesting to me, and I think about this a lot. Our languaging, and very specifically our internal languaging that we use for ourselves. So in prime healing, the idea is to create unity in the system by creating a sovereign base and equally a connected crown. Now, when this happens, what the idea is we live in the world of duality. Hot, cold, male, female, good, bad, this. And what prime healing does is pulls this duality apart and goes black cube in, white ball out. So there's two opposites, and we use these to see what we call the whole truth and go through the prime healing process. What I found in this is when a human talks to themselves. Now, I have had clients in psychology, and they sit there and I hear their dialogue, and I hear my own dialogue. Number one, so I want to present two different kinds of dialogues, internal and an idea to play with. The usual dialogue inside the self is using the I. I feel cold. I feel happy. I feel hungry. I feel good. I feel bad. So it's an I language. This is a language that's familiar to us, and this second one might feel unusual, is to use almost a third party internal voice that would sound like, for me, going, Ken is cold, Ken is happy, Ken is good. An interesting phenomenon in the psyche happens. Now you can play with this idea. Play with the idea of using your name and telling yourself things or commanding things of the self. Most people, it'll be their first time doing it. It sounds kind of like crazy to say your own name to yourself like you're talking to yourself. But it's a very powerful pattern interrupt. And what I found is that most of our programming comes through the language of I. I feel nervous. I'm not sure. It's even our internal dialogue without even talking is happening. It's always referring to the I. And what I experience in the I is very subjective. It's good to have what I call if we call it a weak and a strong voice, for lack of a better word. But in the weak voice, the I voice is good. I'm hungry. Well, are you hungry all the time? No. Sometimes I'm not hungry, sometimes I am hungry. It's kind of a soft language you use for ourselves. When we switch over to strong language and we say, Ken is hungry, it's like talking from myself about myself, not from myself about the thing. It's from myself to myself. It's a very commanding and it's a very strong language. And what I find it helps me personally do is break my natural patterning. Like, oh, I'm going to go to this meeting and I'm nervous. Ken is nervous. Ken is nervous and confident. Ken is present. Ken feels confident. Ken is confident. Now, I wouldn't suggest you go around and talk like this to other people because it sounds very unusual. But try it in as a little practice for yourself. Just communicating using your name and then stating the thing. And see what happens when it evokes. It becomes less of a state of I am confident. Now I could say that I am confident. But if I say Ken is confident, it's very impactful on the system. Ken is confident. Try this yourself. Do both ways. First, use I am confident. Feel how you feel with that. Now repeat. Your name is confident. Feel how that difference of that. Feel the strength in that. It's like you're commanding the thing. In prime healing, we use this idea of trust, which is a lower energy of being with everything and trusting everything as happening. And also the control energy and the command energy. And I can command something because I trust. It has that anchor in that base. This languaging allows us to access that point very quickly. Very quick, easy technique you can play with. So that's it for the technique. You try strong languaging. Use it internally, I suggest. I don't suggest you use it externally, but try it when you're around people, or just try it on your own. Talk to yourself, use your name, and talk to yourself like that, and see how you feel with that. It's not something that a technique I use all the time, but it'll give you this insight into your own patterning and your own languaging, and the languaging of using I all the time. I'm good, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not. Well, that's our normal internal dialogue. Play with just switching that and using your name and seeing yourself in a third person point of view. That's it for that technique. Enjoy it, play with it, and I'll see you in the next video.